Beauty products I cannot live without. These are the skincare, makeup, and hair products that are my tried and trues. I repurchase again and again. Even after trying other products, I always come back to these ones. If I'm traveling, I will bring them with me, or I have mini size versions of them. So I'm sharing with you what my top recommendations for beauty products are. First, we have the Bioderma Micellar Water. This is a makeup removing cleanser. So you put this on a cotton pad. It's safe enough for sensitive skin. It's safe enough for your eyes to remove eye makeup. And it's a product that was used when I worked at Glossier. So I used to be a showroom editor at Glossier, and in all of our little makeup remover stations around the showroom, we had Bioderma in there. I've tried plenty of other makeup removers and none of them have been as good as Bioderma. This is the original. If you've seen the Garnier one at the drugstore, this is the original of that. So if you're choosing between them, I'd go for this. Next is a cleanser, and I have tried so many other cleansers. I always go back to this one. It is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. This is super gentle. It's gentle enough to just go over your eyes and your eyes aren't going to burn. So it's super gentle. It's safe for sensitive skin. This is a pretty big bottle. I actually leave this one in the shower. So when I'm cleansing my skin anytime I'm in the shower, this is what I use. I get the biggest one possible now because I know I'm going to use it all, and I've used this for at least 10 plus years at this point. This one is a more recent find for me, but this is also a French pharmacy skincare find. This is the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm B5, and we have a pharmacy here in New York, Duane Reade. The one specifically on the corner of Spring Street has a lot of French pharmacy products, which I just love. It's one of the only ones that you can really find a lot of this stuff, and they have this here. I previously had been using the Aven cold cream, which you cannot find in the US at all. That is only in like European pharmacies. But as soon as I transitioned to this one, I realized that this is actually better. So yeah, if you can find this, I'll see if I can link it. It might be on Amazon, things like that. I don't think that this one is as hard to find. Smoothing Therapeutic. I use this for my evening skincare routine right after my serum, and it's just great for overnight and repairing your skin as you sleep. You guys have heard me talk about this one on my channel before. This is the Boom Boom Milk from Violette FR. This is my morning everything. It is a toner, serum, and moisturizer all in one. Also French brand. Violette is a French content creator, but really she's a makeup artist turned content creator. This just went into Sephora stores, so if you can find it in your Sephora, get it. It's expensive, but it's good. This was also originally being sold just on Violette's website and then in French pharmacies. It's actually really complicated, hard process to get approved to even sell a product in a French pharmacy, because the ingredients and everything has to be like based off of science and really high standards. So the fact that she got that in there was a pretty big deal. And I remember when I was in France, I saw this. I went to one of the pharmacies that it was sold at, and I asked the pharmacist woman who was there, and she said it actually is good. She's like, it's expensive, but it's good. And I trusted her, and ever since then I've used it, and it's just so good. It has a birch sap in it, so it actually makes your skin stronger over time, and I just love it. This is, as you can see, I've gotten down to the bottom. This is like my 4th or 5th bottle of this that I've gone through over the years. It does last pretty long, and you can get a big refill of it. I have a mini version of it for travel, and it's also just such a pretty packaging. I love that about it. So face sunscreen, I have tried so many, but this one again, this is from Caudalie. This is the VenoSun Protect SPF 50+. Sometimes you might see this as like Ocean Protect. I as well have to buy this from the French pharmacy. I'm like, a lot of my French pharmacy products I'm getting low on. I haven't been to France for a while, so next time I get the chance to go, I don't know when that will be, I'm gonna have to stock up on a lot of these things. Actually, there's a subscriber of mine, oh my gosh, Danielle, who I think this might be one of the ones that she brought me, I don't know, but she brought me like all my favorite French pharmacy products, and it was just the sweetest thing. Thank you, Danielle. You're just, honestly, you're the best for that. So yeah, so anyways, this is really good. This was as well recommended by a pharmacist in a French pharmacy. This is very high protection, lightweight cream. It's invisible, fragrance-free, antioxidant. I use this every day, all year round, whether it's summer, spring, fall, winter. You have to apply sunscreen to your face every single day, even if it's raining out, even if it's cloudy, even if you're not leaving your house all day. Put sunscreen on your face. Okay, now moving on to the body side of skincare. So I have to mention this one. This is the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I had been having some issues with my skin where doctors really couldn't figure out if it was eczema or psoriasis. I went to the dermatologist so many times, got so many different like steroid creams to try to get things. One of the dermatologists told me like, are you moisturizing your skin after you get out of the shower? And I'm like, yes, but my stuff had fragrance in it, and I was using this like body wash also had fragrance in it, and so I just switched to the basics, and then ever since then my skin has been fine. It's almost like, it's crazy how much it turned around, but I really think that I owe it a lot to this and just like the plain Dove soap bar. But yeah, so this has 3 essential ceramides and hyaluronic acid in it. So ceramides are really important for your skin. And yeah, this is just like a basic like dermatologist recommended one. I got the value size because I just was going through them so quickly. But after I get out of the shower, I just do multiple pumps of this and just put it all over my body, and yeah, it'll keep your skin hydrated and moisturized. Since we are coming into summer, I feel like I need to share with you my favorite body sunscreen, and that is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist. This is SPF 45. I like a spray because I feel like it just ends up being so much more evenly distributed on the body. Anytime I use a lotion like type sunscreen, I always end up missing a spot and I end up getting a weird tan, except for with this spray it just kind of goes all over more evenly, and then if you do end up getting tan, it just comes out better. And I've used this one since I was like a teenager, so yeah, I'd say that is my favorite one. And then for after the sun, this is the best. So this is an aloe, and normally when you think of aloe, it's like that jelly green consistency, like that type of a thing, because like, you know, aloe is green, but this one is white. And when you rub this on your skin, this is, by the way, Key West Aloe Save a Tan, and I think I've seen this at Target. But when you, I have to like show you to really like show you. Okay, here's like the tiniest amount, but when you rub it in, see how it's white like that? And then you rub it again and it's still white and almost gets whiter, and then you really rub it into the skin more, and then it finally goes in, and then it's just super moisturizing. It also smells really good. Like the smell of this reminds me of summer. I don't know exactly what that scent is, but it just smells like summer to me. I've gotten some pretty bad sunburns, not gonna lie. I'm not proud of that, obviously. It was an accident. But this saved my skin afterwards, and you know, if you've had a bad sunburn, that you need something good for afterwards, and that has saved me, and it's been a lot more like relief and cooling than those like green jelly ones have. I just think something in this is just the best. Moving on to hair, this Kerastase Resistance. This is a serum, and it's for erosion level 3 and 4, which are the highest. I don't use this every day because I don't really think that you should. It does have protein in it, so if you are using something like this with a protein in it, you can, it comes to a point where there's too much protein, can actually be damaging to your hair. So I only use this maybe like once or twice a week, and I've used it for years, and this is one of the only things that I feel like has actually made a difference in my hair, and has, like, I saw my hair turn around a little bit once I started to use this. So yeah, I like this one a lot. Brushes, I love the Tangle Teasers. This one is the one that I use after the shower, and then this is the one that I use just like all the time when my hair is dry or wet. Because there is no little ball at the end of this, it doesn't there's nothing for your hair to get snagged or caught on, and when your hair is wet, it's the most vulnerable in terms of like it could be, it's like stretchier, and because it's stretchier it can snap when it's wet. So you have to have a good brush to avoid that breakage, and I've found that these two have been just the best. I've used them for a long time. I think the colors are pretty too. It's like a light ballet pink. Oh, also because they're just plastic, they're really easy to wash as opposed to like other brushes that aren't. All right, makeup. So the very first product that I thought of was this NARS concealer. Soft Matte Complete Concealer. The shade that I use is Light to Vanilla, and this has just been the best one that I've ever used. I'm so glad that I discovered this. If you are like me, where some days you don't want to put on foundation, actually like most days you don't want to put on foundation, but you do have a little bit of imperfections that you just want to spot correct, then this is the concealer that you need. I know a lot of people, when they talk about concealer, they're talking about for under eyes. This is for correcting spots. So if you have a little pimple or a sunspot, a little bit of pigmentation, discoloration, then this is what you need. It's very high coverage, and I use it with either my fingers or with this brush. This is also from NARS. This is a little concealer brush, so it's like really small and compact. So I just dip this in here and then go over, you know, whatever spots I need. And this is an everyday for me. And I've used it for such a long time as well. With all, nothing I'm showing here is something that I haven't used for like 5 to 10 years, except for this. But this is so good that it had to make the list. Okay, these two I don't use every day, but I could never get rid of them from my makeup drawer. This has been probably, well, how old am I? This has been like 15 years of use, both of these. So this is actually my first NARS product. This is my first beauty product ever, I think, actually. My first Sephora purchase ever was one of these NARS blushes. So this is the Orgasm blush. I think the first one I actually bought might have been, they were advertising at the time, the Super Orgasm. So like the reason, I know it's like funny names, but the reason why they call it that is because it has these like little gold specks in there, and the Super Orgasm one had like a lot more gold in it. But I actually find that this one is enough gold to begin with. So yeah, it's just a very pretty pink color. It's like a peachy pink. I've just found that it's like my perfect blush shade. And then this is the Laguna bronzer from NARS. I've also had this for years. It's just a good shade. It's like a warm, just a bronzing powder. I do have mini versions of both of these. They're like super tiny that I've traveled with a lot. And yeah, I think blush and bronzer are two of the beauty products that I experiment with the most. However, I know that I can always come back to these two as like my two perfect shades. My everyday lip is from Glossier. This is the Ultra Lip in Lucite. It's a very light, like baby pink color, and this is just like if I'm like going to the airport, or I'm running to the grocery store, or I'm just taking Janie for a walk and I just want to like hydrate my lips a little bit and just have like something there, then I go for this one. It's the lightest shade of pink. It's barely any color, but it's mostly sheer, and it's just very hydrating on the lips. It feels good. It moisturizes your lips, and it just looks good. Yeah, this is my good like everyday lip. And then if I'm not doing that, I love going for a red lip for a pop, especially with specific outfits and specific colors. I happen to think like a powder blue or like a baby blue looks really good with this specific red. So outside of the holidays, which I'm going to talk about in a second, this is my favorite red lip color. This is from Rare Beauty. It's the shade Inspire, and it's just like almost a, I don't want to say orangey, but a little bit orangey of a red. If I'm going out to dinner, I'll pop this on. I've worn this for a lot of momentous occasions in my life. I think that a red lip like this also besides powder blue, looks amazing with a white. Like if you're just wearing a white dress and then you put this red lip on, it's just really beautiful. Also, if you're going more of the like black dress route, like a little black dress out to dinner and then pop this red lip on, it just instantly elevates the outfit. So yeah, people sometimes ask me like, what red lips are you wearing? A lot of times, most of the time, it's gonna be this. If it's the holidays, however, then it's Dior 999 all the way. This one is actually a really special one that, again, Danielle, who watches this channel, who I've met a few times, got me. This was a birthday gift that she got me, so it's super special. It has my name engraved on it, Taylor, so I just think that that's so nice. And as you can see, the shade of it is more of like a holiday red. This is also more of a classic red. I don't just wear this during the holidays, but it's my favorite holiday shade. I really go in between these two, but a Dior lipstick is just such a special thing to have. And if you're going for a red, 999 is their most classic red shade. They also make it in a nail polish color as well. I think if you were to read something on the history of Dior, it'd probably say something about it. But yeah, so, oh, there's one other thing we didn't cover, and that is foundation. So before I was getting married, I'm like shopping in Sephora for things, and one of the sales associates said, oh, you're getting married, you're gonna need a really good foundation. And I thought, okay, I'm curious because I haven't really found like my tried and true foundation that I absolutely love, except for the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. I feel like it would be crazy if I didn't mention this on this, because this used to be my favorite for the longest time. I've kind of gone off of it a little bit because it's thick. It is a little bit messy to apply as well, because you like apply it with your hands, but I still do love that one. But outside of that one, for just a regular foundation, I really think that this one is the best. It's not too matte and it's not too shimmery, like glossy either. It's in between a matte and dewy finish. It just makes your skin look so like healthy and natural and like naturally perfect. I'd say I'm leaning more towards the high coverage end of things. So this is for like if I'm truly just like I wake up, I look at my skin and I'm like, man, I need to put on a foundation today. I need to cover up all my redness and breakouts and things. Then I'll go for this one. And again, I love Dior makeup. So yeah, that is everything. Obviously, there's so many other beauty products that I love, and I'm constantly trying and testing new things. But at the end of the day, this is what I come back to again and again and again. So yeah, I'd really love to know, like, what are your favorites that you use, that you've used for years, something that you keep repurchasing? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to find another one to add. And yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, and hit the bell so that you're notified of any new videos. And follow the Fashion Squirrel as well over on Instagram. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time.